Good evening. Welcome to the Randolph Eastern Center for the Performing Arts. Tonight, Union City Junior Senior High School will be presenting Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. The production will be in 2 acts. There will be a brief intermission. We'd like to remind you that Randolph Eastern is a smoke-free facility. Please keep the aisles clear. Bathrooms are across the hall. Please wait for the house lights before leaving your seat. And I wrote this before the pandemic, so I have no notes for that. Thank you for coming out tonight, and enjoy the show.
There's good old Charlie Brown. How I hate him.
Jeremy, that is a very unkind thing to say, although it does seem quite fitting.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't really established since he's at least 5 years old. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority in his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need.
My beautiful hair. My absolutely beautiful curly head of hair. Could you imagine Charlie Brown with my beautiful curly hair? Who knows? Maybe it'd help.
Did you know Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game? Never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football. Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
You're so wishy-washy, Chuck. I mean, do you even realize you like me, Chuck? I could strike you out with 3 straight pitches. 1, 2, 3, you're out, Chuck.
I mean, I don't mean to intercede, sir, but it would appear that your main objective in life is to win Charles over, not to strike him out.
Mind your own business, Marcy.
It is truly a dog's life, a life of challenges. You try acting excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
You're a prince, and a prince could be king.
Now, Violet, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Charlie Brown, will you please hold still? I want Violet to study your face. This here is what you call a failure face. You can tell because it has failure written all over it. You can tell by the dull, vacant lines and the deep, scary look in his eyes. Yeah, well, I'd say this is the finest example of a failure face you're liable to see in a long while.
Sometimes I like to wake up and watch the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it is, how my life lies before me, and I get a very positive feeling about things. Like today, for instance. The sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of
Charlie Brown.
Don't want to be late for school.
That's right.
Don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince, and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go out and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king.
Last forever.
You could be
All
king.
good things must end.
Believe it.
I've memorized that phrase by heart.
And you were born for this part.
So tell me,
You're a good man.
I need to know
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
when do the good things
Chasing
start?
adversity. Almost to the end. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, I don't know much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
Lunchtime is among one of the worst times of day for me. Having to sit here alone, well, then there's mornings too. I mean, waking up and wondering if anybody would really miss me if I just never got out of bed. And then there's nights, sitting there contemplating all the weird and stupid stuff I did during the day, and I guess all the hours in between in which I did all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among one of the worst times of day for me. Let's see what I got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're especially lonely, the peanut butter gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. Is that cute little redheaded girl over there? She's sitting all by herself. I wonder if I could just stand up and go ask if I could sit next to her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. You know, it's hard on a face to be laughed in. Well, I don't see why I couldn't just go up and ask her. I mean, let's try it. I'm standing. I'm sitting down. I'm too much of a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she probably doesn't even care to look at me. Why doesn't she look at me? Is she so big and I'm so small that she can't spare one? She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
Now you're thinking of that other dress. The one I'm talking about is the one I wore to Lucinda's party. It was very light blue, had the design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
It was something like this, and the sleeves were like this, and then the dress went out like this.
Yes, I remember now.
Okay, well, I wore that one when I went with Frida, and she said she saw
Lunchtime
someone
is
else wearing
among one of the worst times of the day for me. And if that cute little redheaded girl's looking at me, she probably thinks I'm the biggest fool alive with this bag over my head. I mean, I guess I can't really tell if she is looking at me, because I got the bag over my head in the first place. But it's getting pretty hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. Why doesn't she look at me? Well, another lunchtime over with. Only 2,863 to go.
something, Schroeder. I think the way you play the piano is nice. You know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties he'd play something nice like April showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Frere Jacques. Beethoven's nice too. What would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like if someday you and I should get married? My Aunt Marion was right. Never discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally, but I think that a man can come closer to it by directing the forces of his life to a certain goal that he believes in. And I also believe that a man's personal search for happiness isn't a selfish thing either, because by achieving happiness himself, he can help others to find it too. Does that make sense to you?
We had tacos at our house 3 times this week, my sweet Babu.
Hey, Snoopy, how's the fella?
Hi, Snoopy. Cute doggy.
What'd you say, Tiger?
Hey, fuzzy face.
Hi, Snoopy.
Nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
Thing. A white dress, nice slippers, oh, and a big ballroom.
Uh-huh.
But I guess that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
Well, not exactly. I mean, we've all had our own ambitions and dreams, or whatever you want to call them. I've even had my own for some time. I just haven't told anybody.
Come on, you can tell me. What is it?
It's not something that I should tell, so I just don't think I will.
Please, Charlie Brown, come on, please. I won't give it away.
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. Poochie started calling me Charlie, and I don't like being called Charlie. I just want to be so good at sports that everybody in school would just call me Flash.
Hey, Frida, listen to this one.
jumping rope. Everything was fine. Then suddenly it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside. Beethoven had it nice.
I can't believe you're letting Marcy play on our baseball team. I mean, she's a girl.
Listen, Tebow, if you say one more word, just one word, I'll shred you.
Seriously? She wears glasses. Who would waste money on glasses for a girl?
I'll take it from here, sir. You say one more word, just one more word. So help me, I'll belt you right in the chops.
Oh, yeah?
That's a word. Good going, Marcy. You just destroyed my second baseman.
We're home from school. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
We'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is. They like me. I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad, not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Ugh. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. La 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 la. I stay very, very still till I see a victim come. I wait knowing very well every second counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce! I'd pounce! I'd pounce! Ay! Yay, 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 yay. You know, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Where was I? Oh, that's right. snow tonight. Arr.
I think I'll walk up to that cute little redheaded girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask if she wants to sit next to me. I think I'll ask if she wants to sit next to me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly the moon.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope of advancement, you know?
Hey, Charlie Brown. Today is April Fool's Day. April 1st. So you know what that means? That means I'm going to play a little trick on you. Okay? Today's April Fool's Day, so I'm going to play a little prank on you. Prank on you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure you understand. Okay, great. Hey, guess what, Charlie Brown? The little cute little red-headed girl over there said she wanted to give you a big hug and a kiss.
Really? That's fantastic!
April Fools! Just like shooting fish in a barrel. Snoopy, do you see the stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
I've got it! I've got it!
Ah! You give me my blanket back.
No, I've got it, and I'm going to keep it. This is just the start of me helping you break that disgusting habit.
Apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, or rebuilding model trains, or collecting old telephones, or even reading about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good, for it helps the everyday man cope with his everyday problems. Now, I feel that it's going to be very important for me to get my blanket back. So I'm just going to have to give it a good yank. It's surprising what you can accomplish with some smooth talk and some fast action. Got you back again. Delightful. La-di-da-di-la-la-la-la, la-di-da-di-da-la-la-la-dee-da. Sucking your thumb without a blanket is like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Little baby blanket.
There's your baby brother with his silly little blanket. Well, you know how babies are with their baby blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will go away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the... Ah! Don't ever let me do that again.
You're a hopeless case, Linus.
I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it. But meanwhile, it's my blanket. And me.
I intend to be queen. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be the biggest queen there ever was when I grow up. I'll have a big palace with a big front lawn and all these beautiful dresses. And then, when I go out in my coach, all of the people...
Lucy!
All of the people will shout at me.
Lucy! I believe queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure a person can only be queen by being born into the royal family of the correct lineage, so that she can assume throne after the death of the reigning monarch.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but I can't think of any way you can become queen.
And in summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I'll wear a tiara and swimming, and when I go out in my coach, I will... What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
Well, you can't keep someone from being queen. There must be some sort of loophole. This sort of thing always has a loophole. You just can't keep someone from being queen. It's undemocratic.
Good grief.
I bet it's a matter of knowing the right people. I bet just getting a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I'll be queen in no time.
Come on, guys. Let's go contemplate the universe's existence.
You know what? If I can't be queen, then I'm just going to become very rich. I'll become so rich, I'll buy myself my own queendom.
Oh, good grief.
I'll kick out the old queen, and I'll become head queen. I'll take over the whole operation myself. And then, when I go out in my coach, all of the people, they'll shout at me, and I'll shout at them. And, oh.
What's the matter, Lucy?
Huh?
What happened to your queendom?
That, I've given it up. I've decided to devote my life to cultivating my natural beauty. Linus, fetch me my hairbrush.
What? Are you kidding me? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you could just take over, huh?
Do you see these 5 fingers? Individually, they are nothing. But when they come together, They are a fighting force terrible to behold.
Why can't you guys get organized like that?
A C? A C? I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture? How could anyone get a C in a coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I being judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I being judged on my talent? If so, is it right that I be judged on a part of life over which I have no control? If I was being judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Or was I being judged on what I have learned from this project? If so, were then not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my C? Oh, well, perhaps I was being judged on the coat hanger itself out of which my sculpture was made. Now, is that not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of coat hangers that are used by our dry cleaning establishments to return our garments? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my C? Thank you, Miss Othmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
A little more speed, a little more rope, a little more wind, a little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little less fog, little more spill, little less talk, little more will. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the one fool kite who likes to see a little kid cry. A little less talk, a little more skill, a little less luck, a little more will. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching your string on everything passing by, why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite.
I sent out 52 Valentines and received 75. This year I sent out 58, but I only received 61. Am I right in blaming this on the zip code?
Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. That doesn't sound right. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, you can do it. Just don't get nervous. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, okay, you can do this. You can do it. Just breathe. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Merry Christmas!
Oh, hi, Charlie Brown.
Hey, what is this?
They're Valentines. They're for all the boys in the school that I like.
Now we wouldn't want to lose this one. This one looks pretty important. This one, right here, the one with initials CB on it.
No, we wouldn't want to lose that one. Craig Bowerman would be very disappointed.
I'd give anything if that cute little redheaded girl sent me a Valentine. Well, maybe she did send me a Valentine. It's in my Valentine's box right now. I'm scared to look. But if I don't look, I'll never know if she did send me a Valentine. Hello?
I'm empty. You're an idiot.
Nothing echoes more like an empty Valentine's box.
You know, I've been thinking about why you didn't get any Valentines, big brother, and I think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentines because nobody sent you any.
I can't stand it. I sent a Valentine to every single person I know, and I didn't get a single one in return. I even sent one to Pigpen. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. I don't know what to do.
I think I know what'll help, Charlie Brown. I think you need to come right out and admit everything that's wrong with you.
You really think that'll work?
Well, certainly, Charlie Brown.
Well, I guess I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I'm not much playing football or baseball or stickball or marbles or checkers or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Well, certainly. You didn't think that only admitting a few superficial failings is going to do you any good. I mean, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And
And-
nobody likes me, not Frida or Shermie or Poochie or Linus.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
No, wait a minute. Snoopy likes me.
Snoopy only pretends to like you because you feed him. It doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope?
For although you're no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, Lucy, I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend. A true friend.
5 cents, please. Fingers.
I couldn't decide if I wanted fudge marble, chocolate, rocky road, or vanilla. I finally decided on fudge marble. Then I had to choose between a plain cone and a sugar cone. I chose the sugar cone. So what happened? I walked out and dropped the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today's my grandfather's birthday, Charlie Brown.
Oh, how old is he?
63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being.
Why is it I always have my supper in my red dish and my drinking water in my yellow dish? One of these days, I'm going to have my supper in my yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life's just too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. I am playing great music, and playing great music is an art. Do you hear me?
You fascinate me.
An art.
What?
Art.
What?
Art.
What?
Art.
What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day?
A mission. The hope of each musician. If more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day? Yes, as in Ludwig van Beethoven, composer, born 1770, died 1827. The eldest of 3 sons.
Whatever! Listen, Schroeder, I want you to know I'm on your side. I'll help you get this whole thing commercialized. After all, Beethoven's birthday is really important.
Thanks for your support, but I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized. Yes! The next thing you know, they're going to be selling Beethoven t-shirts! If you're wondering now, how do you start? You blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day.
And when you state the title,
Beethoven Day.
you'll hear a great recital, right of every boy and girl to stand up and say,
Hooray, Beethoven, hooray!
Beethoven Day,
Beethoven Day,
Beethoven Day,
Beethoven Day,
Beethoven Day, Beethoven Day, hey, hey.
Beethoven Day.
A philharmonic rumble,
Beethoven Day.
a polyphonic jumble, a humble dedication as we stand up and say,
Hooray, Beethoven, hooray!
I got it. We'll demand full page ads in every newspaper. We'll open
But-
a chain of Beethoven superstores.
But, but,
We could have a bake sale.
no! It's too commercial. Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power, as we all honor the man we adore. On the day we place the newest face on Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Beethoven Day.
A moment of perfection,
Beethoven Day.
a classical injection. So facing this direction, we begin it today. From the musical collection, everybody can play.
Beethoven
The right of
Day.
every boy and girl to stand up and say,
Woo!
hooray,
It's time for celebrate.
Beethoven,
Beethoven Day.
hooray!
La 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 la.
Hooray!
air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
It's such a magnificent day. Why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy, you should be ashamed of yourself, wasting a perfectly good day like this. The scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Then let's get out there and track us down a big old rabbit. I get the feeling she's determined. Well, that's what she wants. She might as well get her money's worth. Attaboy, Snoopy! We ought to see lots of game today.
Sometimes when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. All you want to do is just lean your head on your arm. This could go on for hours. So if you're unusually depressed, you might have to switch arms.
I gave you?
I threw it away.
Like, with your own hands?
Yes?
He touched my picture.
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Rabbits.
Rabbits.
A book report on Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit.
About the stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very, I liked the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where Little John jumped to the rock to the sheriff at Nottingham's back. And all of his friends were trying to surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all of his goods, and they carried him back to their camp in the woods. And the sheriff was guest at their dinner and all, but he wiggled away and he sounded the call, and the men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
21, 22, 23, 24.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery, which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor and his conflicting role as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start as a benevolent hero.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes!
Down came the staff on his head, smash! And Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash! And the sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, ha! But he was wrong.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Just then an arrow flew in, wing! It was a sign for the fight to begin, zing! And when it looked like the sheriff would win, but not for long, away they ran. Just like rabbits who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, 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 rabbits chasing rabbits!
How do they expect us to write a book report of inequality in just 2 days? How do they conspire to make life so miserable and so effectively in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
Rabbits chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits. Jordan, Jordan, rabbit, rabbit, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits. They were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
94, 95, the very, very, very
Amen.
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter
Writing,
Rabbit,
you can do
rabbit,
it,
rabbit,
nothing to it. You
rabbit,
have got to
flying ace high over France in his sup with camel, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must take him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie we used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Na-na-na-na-na, you can't hit me. Actually, tough flying aces never say na-na-na-na-na. I was just... Drat this fog! It's bad enough I have to fight the Red Baron, then have to fly in weather like this! All right, Red Baron, where are you? You can't hide from me forever! Ah, the sun has broken through. I can see the woods of Montesec below. Ça va bonjour. But what's that? It's a Fokker triplane! I've got you this time, Red Baron! Ah! He's diving down out of the sun! He's tricked me again. I've got to run. Come on, stop with Camel, let's go! Go, Camel, go, go! I can't shake him! He's riddling my plane with bullets! Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse the evil that causes all this unhappiness! He is the World War I flying ace back in the aerodrome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday I'll get you, Red Baron!
Oh, yeah? That's what you think. Oh, yeah? That's what you think. Oh, yeah? That's what you think.
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh, yeah? That's what you think.
Why are you telling me?
What?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it. That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? That teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, C. A D, a D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me my new philosophy?
That's great, Sally, but I have to go practice Chopin's Nocturne in B-flat minor.
No! I like it. No! That's a good philosophy. No! No! No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean, no! Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
But Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it. Some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute.
But Sally, anything that only takes a minute can't be very lasting. For instance, it took Beethoven over 2 years to complete his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it! I like it! It's like a guarantee, my new philosophy. And things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. But why are you telling me? No, I can't stand it! Now life is free and easy, much more philosophies with my said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our life. Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy.
We've got to finish the season strong. We have to have every man playing with everything he's got.
Come on, Charlie Brown. Just look at what you've got. Your team is so bad, you had to bring a cheerleading block just to think you have a chance.
I thought of a new strategy for us, Charlie Brown. What if we told the other team that we're going to play at a certain place? That's not the real place we're going to play. Then we'll win by forfeit. That's a good strategy, right, Charlie Brown? I don't understand you, man. You're not using a good strategy.
Okay, all we've got to do is just put some spirit and teamwork into it and grit our...
It was smack talking us, Charlie Brown. But don't worry. I got him back, though. I said, oh yeah, you think you're so smart? Mozart was writing symphonies at your age. That really got him.
I'm sure it did. All right, we just got to grit our teeth and bear down, and we'll be able to finish the season with...
What's the point in playing if we know we're going to lose? Like, there would be some point if we had a 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
Well, there may not be a 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least a 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance.
Come on, Charlie Brown. Maybe you shouldn't be the playing manager. Perhaps you should be the bench manager.
Ooh.
Charles, that's actually a really good idea. You could say, bench, do this, or bench, do that. You could even decide where we put the bench at the playing field.
I can't stand it. Give me a T.
T.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an M.
M.
What do you got?
Team.
There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always. But somehow a rather disaster struck at the baseball game. Huddle up! Break!
Hey, batter.
Swing! Balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good, strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting a runner and catching the ball in his teeth. Linus caught flies from a third-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And one run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
There is no team like the best team, which is our team. Right here, we will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game. And the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go.
One strike.
Then I saw her, that cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered the bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get to where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
Hey, right to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person.
You're crabby to just about everybody, Lucy. I mean, you're crabbier to me.
Now, Lucy, I hope you take this the right way, but I think we all should be open to any opportunity that we get to learn more about ourselves.
I think Socrates was right when he said that the first rule in life is to know thyself.
Oh, there. I think we've said about all we can. I hope you weren't offended or anything.
Who was Socrates, anyways? Did she ever get to be queen? Did she ever get to be queen? Tell me that, huh? Did she ever get to be queen? Who was Socrates, anyways? Know thyself.
That went explicitly well.
Hey, Pigpen, you want to help me get my arm back into shape? We can play pitch and catch.
Sure. How do you play?
I'm going to pitch you the ball, and then you're going to catch it. Pretty simple. Now, get ready for this one. It's a new fastball I've been working on.
So, what do I do when I catch it?
So when you catch it, you're going to pitch it back to me, and then I'm going to catch it, and then we just kind of keep doing that over and over again.
This all seems kind of redundant, doesn't it?
Oh, good grief.
I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy?
All right, well, I'm conducting a survey to better know myself. And I was wondering how you would rate my crabbiness on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional. Where would you rate me as regards to my crabbiness?
Well, Lucy, I...
Your ballot needs not to be signed, and I will take all answers in the strictest of confidence.
That's a very difficult question to answer.
We can come back to it if you need more time.
I'd like that very much, so...
Okay. Well, the next question has to do with my character traits. Would you say that I am A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? A, B, or C, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? A, B, or C?
Well, Lucy, I definitely have to say forceful.
Okay. We'll mark that. And the next one is the ability to get along with others. Would you say that it is poor, fair, good, or excellent?
I think that depends on what you mean by getting along with people.
You know, sparkling in a crowd, making friends.
Is there a place for abstention?
None of the above. Okay, next has to do with my physical appearance. Would you say I am A, stunning, B, mysterious, or C, intoxicating?
I guess you look just fine to me.
Stunning it is! All right, I think that about does it. Yeah, thank you for your cooperation, Charlie Brown.
No problem. Come on, Snoopy.
Oh, Charlie Brown, I have one more question. Would you answer yes or no to the following? Is Lucy Van Pelt someone you would have as your president of your civic organization or club?
Sure, Lucy, by all means.
Thank you very much. Well, who asked you? Add these two columns here, and wow, they were right. I feel myself being filled with a glow of self-knowledge. Peppermint Patty, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
110, C, poor, none of the above, and no. And what are you going to do about the dent you made in my bicycle?
Wow, heard about this survey. It gets ran fast. Linus, Shermie, Patty, oh, Frida. I was wondering if I could ask you guys a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me as regards to my crabbiness?
You're my sister.
That wasn't the question.
No, but that's his answer.
Come on, just answer the question.
Lucy, look, Linus knows that if he gives you any sort of honest answer, that you're going to hit him.
Linus, I would not be taking the time to conduct this survey if I did not expect complete candor in all responses. A survey built off of unhonest answers is like a house built on a foundation of sand. Linus, I promise that no matter what rating you give me, I won't slug you.
95.
No decent person could be expected to keep her word with a rating over 90. I'm just adding this, and wow, they were right. I am a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person, and everybody knows it. I'm a super crab. I've been spreading crabbiness wherever I go. I've been making life miserable for everyone around me. It's a wonder I have any friends or any acquaintances. Where did I go wrong? How could I have been so selfish?
What's wrong, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I don't deserve to go on walking on this planet.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I should not be living on this planet.
Yes, there is.
Name one reason why I should continue to go on living on this planet.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. There. Every now and then I say the right thing.
Now she knows she can't be crabby anymore.
Anymore.
Where is everybody? I told them to be here.
Told them to be here.
If we don't practice, we can't play at the assembly tomorrow.
Assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Linus.
Linus.
Sally.
Yes?
Give me back my pencil, you blockhead!
No, not unless you give me my crayons back.
That is Lucy's best pencil. If you don't give it back, I'll tell Sally what you said about her.
Stop that. We got to rehearse. You're late.
What did you say about me, Linus?
What did you say about Sally, Linus? Linus said something about Sally?
Yeah, okay, so what Linus
Stop
said about
that.
Sorry, I'm late.
There's no time to be sorry.
Charlie Brown, we have a crisis on our hands.
But don't worry, it doesn't involve my beautiful hair.
What did Linus
Quiet! Get in your spots. Remember, this is a mood piece. We must paint a picture with words and music. And concentrate. Remember, adagio con brio.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word,
Not on your
and the
line.
skies are not cloudy all day.
Don't tell me where you told Lucy. I'm just
Give me
going
my
to
pencil,
say-
you blockhead!
Home on the range.
Give me my pencil.
No. Not until you find something to tell her.
What are you trying to do? Stifle my freedom of speech?
Seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
No!
Give me a land
Give me that
where the
pencil.
bright
So just
diamond
the fair.
sand flows leisurely down the stream.
Hey, why did you take Sally's pencil?
Where the graceful white swan goes gliding along.
What did he call
Like
me?
a maid
said-
in a
He said you were
heavenly dream.
an enigma.
An enigma?
Home,
Boy, that makes me.
home
What a terrible
on
thing
the
to call them.
range.
What's an enigma? Never mind!
Deer and the antelope play.
He still got my
Where
pencil.
seldom is heard a discouraging word.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
Each family has a chain of command. And you know who's the lowest on that chain? Guess? It's the dog. The dog is the lowest on that chain. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that? They hate it when you just stare at them like this.
Where you guys going?
Oh, hey, Charlie Brown. Lucy's teaching me today. She says a bigger sister is responsible for her little brother's education, so she's teaching me. These guys are just tagging along.
This is about the last place I want to be. Ugh, learning from a girl.
My mom said I had to get my grades up before I could go back to summer camp. Apparently a D- in coloring isn't good enough.
Charles, it has been brought to my attention that my social skills aren't doing well. My parents, they thought that if I spent time with Lucy, they might get better. I don't think it's working, Charles! I don't think it's working!
Come along, minions. This is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
Gee, I didn't know that before, Lucy. That's very interesting.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An oak. You can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
Lucy.
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds, they make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs, they make the grass grow.
Is that so?
Yeah, they run around all day tugging and tugging on each little seedling until it grows into a tall blade of grass.
Wow, that's amazing!
Oh, good grief.
This thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that has so much water. This thing here, it's called a sparrow. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Hey, Lucy, I can't stand idly by and listen to you.
And way up there, the little stars and planets make the rain that often showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, snow doesn't come up. It comes down.
Charlie Brown, the snow comes up, but then the wind blows it around to make it look like it's coming down. The snow comes up, Charlie Brown, just like the flowers. It comes up.
Oh, good grief. Oh.
Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head on the tree?
To loosen the bark, to make it grow faster.
Very interesting.
Clouds can make the wind blow, bugs can make the grass grow, so there you go. These are the little known facts that now you know.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering shell of a dog. There sits my supper dish, empty! That's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to ring him after school, then he'll remember, and he'll rush out to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. There'll be nothing left but the dried carcass of a former friend who used to run and play so happily with him. Nothing but the bleached puppy bones.
Hey, Snoopy? Are you asleep or something? I've been standing here a whole minute and you just never noticed. I have your food for you. It's supper time.
Supper time? Supper time? Behold, a brimming bowl of meat and meal, which has brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold, a flowing flagon moist and sweet, which has been sent to slake our thirst.
Now, no need for a big production. Just get off the doghouse and eat.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper time. Bye-oppa-dood-ow, bye-oppa-data, oh, your supper time. Bring on the dog, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and roll me home, 'cause it's supper, super pepper upper, super duper supper time. Wintertime's nice with its ice and snow. Summertime's nice with a place to go. A bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time! Oh, yeah! Hello, home listeners, how are ya? Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Pappy's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, super pepper upper, super duper supper time. Ooh, yeah. Bring on the meat.
Supper time.
It's time to eat.
Supper time.
Oh,
Supper time. Supper time. Supper time. Supper time.
Oh, yeah.
Supper time.
Hamburger.
Supper
Bring on.
time.
Hot dog.
Supper
Bring on.
time.
Go, doctor.
Supper
Bring on.
time.
Oh, yeah. Bring on.
Supper time.
Oh, yeah. All right, give me food, give me water, give me something to chew. Give me food, give me water, give me something to do.
Now cut that out. Why just eat your food like any other normal dog?
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Supper time. It could be a satellite. I wonder. You're so smart.
Well, we'll never find out by just sitting here.
Where are you going?
I'm going over here to get it for Solo.
Sometimes after I eat my supper, I like to come over here and listen to the sounds of the night. But somehow, something's missing. In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy. The cute little redheaded girl dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. I guess today wasn't such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand.
And happiness is coming home again.
Daytime and nighttime too.
For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich, getting along.
Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you.
Happiness is those who sing with
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too.
For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
afraid to fly, and I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily. Wonder why they stop to say, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. Never liked me anyway, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. Trying not to rock the boat, not to make a scene. A good man, yes, but I confess, I don't know what they mean. I want to rise like I should and do everything right.
But I lie awake at night,
Never sleep,
with questions in my ear.
loud and deep,
I want to join the dance,
take the leap.
but the answer isn't clear. Then I hear
Charlie Brown, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Honk, honk, honk.
Get on the bus.
Get on the bus, Charlie Brown. Don't want to be late.
That's right.
don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
There they go again.
You're the kind of reminder we need. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince, and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go out and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king.
Nothing lasts forever.
You could be king.
All good things must end.
Believe it.
I've memorized that phrase by heart. So tell me,
You're a good
I
man.
need to know
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
when do the good things start?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
There we go. Okay, so thank you so much for coming out. Let's see, a year ago, let's see, where were we? We were putting on our show, and we were preparing for, we're going to be out for a couple of weeks. A year later, we're just now sort of getting back. We were the last thing at school last year. We had 2 shows, and then we were done. And so it's great to kind of come full circle. We didn't get to greet the cast last year. It was thank you for coming, and, just get out so we can clean, I guess. And so we're going to say, if you got your mask on, because I think they deserve it. You guys did a great job. They're going to be in the hallway. So as you exit, fist bump or elbow or give them a hug, because they haven't been hugged for a year probably. So at least in public, maybe, and probably knowing some of them, their parents probably haven't done too much. No. Anyway, okay. So thanks a lot for coming out. We do another show tomorrow. Tell people to come out. We can fill this place. Thank you very much.